If you came across this video, it's no coincidence that you came across it. It might hold some valuable information to get you started on your own healing journey. So you are welcome to watch it, and hopefully it has some great insight onto how to get started on your healing journey, okay? And if you need any type of assistance or any guidance, any spiritual insight on how to handle and overcome whatever issue you're struggling with, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My email is on here. And welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome to our 6th session of Let's Heal the Multiple Layers of Trauma. Okay, so hopefully this one is a little bit shorter, so keep your fingers crossed that I don't go overboard with this time, because I know I'll be overdoing it sometimes, but I'm gonna try not to. Okay, so this is our 6th session of Let's Heal the Multiple Layers of Trauma, and in this session it's going to be mostly about taking action. Okay, so taking physical action in a way. So in this session I want to emphasize the all the parts that, you know, the prior sessions, applying everything that we've already learned, applying that awareness to the timeline or the time that we are at now. Okay, and in this session we are going to write a letter of gratitude. Okay, we are going to write a letter of gratitude to God, however you refer yourself to the being that gives you breath. Call him your breath giver, God, the universe, spirit, however you refer yourself to towards that. So we're going to write a letter to God and to yourself. Okay, so again, I'm going to remind everybody about journaling. Okay, journaling is very, very important, guys. So grab your journals and, you know, start making notes, because this is a very helpful process if you have the courage to go through it and apply this, you know, into your own personal life. Okay, this is part of your healing process, and I don't care, you know, who you are or whatever, however you do things. I think writing, be it writing or you can type it or you can record it, I don't know, just some type of form where you express yourself in gratitude towards God and yourself. Okay, so you're gonna need paper, pen, or a computer, a phone, you know, a recorder, whatever you want to use, and make sure that you don't rush through this process. Okay, because this process needs to be fully focused on, without the outer chatter of things, without, you know, interruptions or whatever. So in this gratitude letter, you're going to express yourself for all the good that you have lived through, for all the good things that have happened to you, for all the good things that you are living in now. Just try to think of the most good of your journey. You know, just, you can start from now, you know, taking it backwards, you know, all the way to however far you want to take it. Or you can start from wherever you want to start in your life, you know, through your journey. You know, just start writing, you know, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, you know, just the positive, the good things that have happened to you. Okay, it's just a form of you expressing yourself in writing, through typing, through recording yourself. It doesn't matter. Just anything good that has happened to you. Okay, and when you're done with the good stuff, writing the good stuff, recording the good stuff, typing the good stuff, you can go ahead and write about the awful stuff, the not so good stuff. the ugly stuff, the ugly monsters that haunt you, you know, whatever has brought you the internal battle that you are struggling through, you know, the whatever struggle you're battling right now. So start writing the negative, and be grateful for both. Okay, it's very important that you are grateful as you write, as you type, as you record yourself. Be grateful. Be grateful because this happened. Be grateful because that horror happened. Be grateful. So it doesn't matter how ugly, how beautiful, just whatever you have lived through and overcome. Just you know, it's something that you have to bring out. Okay, be fully conscious of, okay, this happened to me. Okay, this happened to me, and be it negative or be it positive, and be in gratitude of it. No matter what happened to you, you're here. Try to stay present. You're here. You're still here, and you overcame all of that past whatevers that you have lived through. So express yourself. It doesn't matter, you know, like I said, how beautiful or ugly the experience was. Okay. During the process of you writing, recording, or typing, just recognize that all the ugly didn't destroy you. All the awful things that have happened to you weren't powerful enough to diminish you. Okay. You overcame them. You're still here. You're still breathing. And while you're still here and you're still breathing, you're still alive, you can shift it. You can change it. So be grateful for it. No matter what it is, just write. Okay, just write, type, record. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Just take the initiative to take the action and get it done. Just, it's going to help you a lot, and you will see after you do it, it's going to help you a lot. So say thank you for everything, no matter how ugly, no matter how beautiful it was. It has been. Okay. You have a unique story. You have a unique path. That unique story needs to be told. That unique story needs to be recognized. That unique story needs to be owned by you. Okay, this unique story that you carry, nobody else has. Nobody else has gone through the journey that you have gone through, has lived what you have lived, the way you have lived it. So this unique story is a story to tell. Okay, it needs to be told, because through your own story you're able to help someone else, and you're, most of all, you're able to help yourself. Okay, this story must be fully owned and accepted by you first. Okay, as it happened, you must fully own it. You must fully recognize it and accept it. You must fully process the whole ordeal, no matter how ugly it was. You must fully own it. You must fully own it to yourself, for yourself, and by yourself. Because that you owning your own story, what has happened to you, and what has brought you to here, and you're still struggling through the motion of whatever someone else has done to you and has cooperated to bestowed upon you, you know, all these distorted ways of living, because that's what it does. You know, the pain, the trauma, it just distorts our life. It disrupts it, it distorts it, and we're not living in our truth. You know, we're living a narrative that someone else gave to us. You have not been living in your truth this whole time. So you must fully own that story. You must fully accept it. You must fully process it. Because this, once you own it, once you fully accept and process the whole thing, it'll propel you forward. The rest of your journey, it'll propel you forward and even stronger. Okay, so this is an important part about writing your story, or typing your story, or recording your story, right? So this is going to help you propel forward. It's going to push you forward, because during the process of you writing, typing, recording, you're going to be able to glimpse through time in a different way. And maybe a lot of people won't understand this part, but it gives you glimpses through timelines of what happened. Okay, if you see it one way today, as you write it, you can see it from a different perspective. It's like these layers to your story that you yourself have not passed a certain point of seeing the story. I mean, you know how the story happened, you know how it unfolded, and you know how you've been living through it, yes. But if you're just stuck in the mentality of the negative part, then you're still stuck in that negative part of the story, the negative narrative of it. And as you write it, as you record it, as you type it, it's a whole different process that you're able to channel this, and you're able to tap into different timelines, and you're able to process it in a whole different way. So once you decide to do that, and again, just like healing is your own choice, just like forgiving is your own choice, writing this gratitude letter to God from you, and being grateful to God and being grateful to yourself for surviving everything you have gone through, for overcoming everything you have overcame, and all the challenges that you've been through, you're going to be able to, I don't know how to explain this, but it's just this magical moment that happens within you, that you recognize and you realize to yourself how truly strong you are, how a lot of people might have not made it through the same story, through the same traumatic moment that has happened to you. A lot of people would have gave up by now, but you haven't. Just the whole thing is going to make you stronger. The whole thing is going to unfold in a whole different way for you once you start writing or recording or typing your own story. Okay, so doing this is a choice. It's a choice. You don't have to do it, but it's part of your healing. It'll be part of your healing if you choose to. Like I said prior, your healing is your choice. You forgiving those that have hurt you has been your choice. It's been your choice, and if you choose it, you will forgive, and if you don't choose it, you'll grow bitter, and you'll keep on living the same narrative you have been, and keep struggling through the same struggles you're struggling with. Okay, same thing here with writing this letter. It's a choice. You don't have to do it, but if you choose to do it, it's going to be a very, very helpful piece to your puzzle of your own healing. Okay, so in these, I am going to just give you a few pointers on how to do this, or where to start, how to start, how to go about it. If this is helpful, I am super grateful if this helps anybody out there, because I know when you're struggling through whatever obstacles and issues that you're struggling with, sometimes our mind is so clouded. It's so full of pain and suffering that we don't know where to start. We don't know how to start. We don't even know, where to go, whatever, because we're so stuck in our own pain. So I'm just going to share this with you, and hopefully this helps you. Okay, so this is how you write the gratitude letter to God and to yourself. Okay, first, choose to write this letter. Choose to heal. Choose to forgive. Okay, the other is, once you choose to write this letter, type it, record it, whatever, focus on preparing a sacred space for you. You need a sacred space. I call it a sacred space, okay? That means a private sanctuary just for you to go through this process. A peaceful, quiet place where you have no interruptions, where you feel at peace, where it's just a peaceful, quiet space to yourself, okay? In this private sanctuary or sacred space, where you, it's just you and your thoughts. You, your thoughts, and God. You, your thoughts, and your essence, okay? And this is just going to be of your choice, of course. I mean, you choose whatever space you feel comfortable in. Some choose to go into nature and just sit out there and process that. I mean, I don't know. We have different ways. We have different ways. So, I mean, I can't really say do this exactly. I mean, as you feel comfortable, where you feel comfortable, where there's plenty of privacy for you, quiet space, just wherever you feel comfortable to express yourself on what you're going to do. And make sure you have plenty of time. Don't rush through the process. Do not rush it. Make sure that it is, I mean, you don't have to really well think it out, but just choose to, and make sure you don't rush it. Don't be in a rush. Please don't be in a rush, because by you being in a rush, it's like you're just rejecting yourself in a way, right? You're just saying to yourself, okay, you don't deserve this time. You don't deserve this time to process your own healing. You're rejecting yourself again. And that's what I was speaking about on my prior video. So stop rejecting yourself. Stop minimizing yourself. You deserve that sacred space. You deserve that quiet space. You deserve to be alone with your essence, with your presence, with your thoughts, just you and God, okay? In a quiet area. You can also, use, some use candles, meditative music, incense, good smelling aromas, anything that just calms the space down, where you feel comfortable, okay? Just whatever you can think of or whatever you feel comfortable in. So once you have your space, once you have your sacred space, and you have, set your little auric field in a peaceful spot, then you set your healing intention, okay? So your healing intention could be, some of us, most of us, I would say, set intentions through prayer, right? You pray. Praying is you speak to God, right? Because prayer and meditation are two different things, okay? When you pray, you speak to God. When you meditate, God speaks to you and you listen. Because when you pray, you are too busy talking. You won't be able to hear what, the Most High God that breathes through you is telling you. So set your intention into your own healing through the process of writing, typing, or recording yourself. You can say something like this, and I'm going to set an example out here. It don't have to be exactly how you say it or how you speak it, or, but you can, this will give you an idea. Okay. Set your intention, your healing intention, and you can say, through this process, I set my intention, to heal. And my intention is to truly permanently heal from the deep wounds that others and myself inflicted in me. Wounds that I have carried within me for way too long. Like I don't want them anymore. I no longer want to carry this burden, so on. I choose to release myself from old karmic wounds, and I no longer want to be bound to them or by them in any way, shape, or form, unless it's for my own spiritual growth and my own spiritual ascension. I want to be free of the bondage of this issue or issues I have been struggling with or am struggling through, and then you can name your issue, okay? If you're struggling with, just whatever, like forgiveness, for instance, set your intention and then just say this. And then again, this is short. Just ask that, just set your intention where you ask and say, I release myself from this. I no longer want to be bound to this. I no longer want to carry these wounds. I'm ready to permanently heal. I release myself from anything and everything that binds me to this issue, that binds me to these wounds, that binds me to this suffering, that binds me to this pain. Okay. And then you can name your issue. You can name your struggle. You can name it. So that's just setting the intention to begin, your writing, your recording, your typing. So after you're done with your intention, then take a deep breath. And then you just begin to write. Just begin to write. It's that simple. Begin, typing. Begin recording yourself. I mean, most of us have a phone, right? Everybody's phone has a recorder in it. So you can record yourself, right? So take a deep breath and start. As you write, remember the good, the bad, the ugly. Say thank you. Thank you to God for carrying you through the whole journey. Say thank you to yourself for being strong and overcoming so much that could have destroyed you but hasn't. Just say thank you. Every time you can remember, every time you finish writing about a certain issue, a certain battle or whatever, say thank you. Thank you, God, for pulling me through this. I thank you for it. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it did this to me, but I still thank you. Thank you for the honor of helping me through this. And say thank you to yourself, because without you wouldn't be here, right? So take your time to write this letter. Take the time to type or record yourself through this process. Now, once you're finished, you could either, during that same time, you can take a break. It doesn't matter. Take a break and then, just go through it, because this is a very important process, but also super concentrated, right? Because I call it super infused, because it carries a lot of emotion. You're going to go through a lot of emotions doing this. It's going to be intense. Okay, so once you're done with your writing, once you're done with your typing or recording, take a break and until you feel comfortable. Okay, relax, take a breather, and then come back. All right, once you're done with that recording, with that typing, with that letter, or writing that letter, then you read it to yourself. Read it to yourself as you feel comfortable. Read it from the beginning. Just read it. Take the time to read it. You're going to process it. Read it. Just read it to yourself. You don't read it out loud. Just read it to yourself. Okay? Once you're done reading it to yourself, then read it out loud. Read it to yourself out loud. As you feel comfortable. Take your time. Don't rush through it. Take your time. Express it out loud. Speak it out loud. And you're going to go through a lot of emotions. Because once you read it to yourself out loud, you are going to listen to yourself. That means it's going to trigger a lot of emotions. And you have to be compassionate, and you have to be patient with yourself, and you have to be very patient with yourself. So read it out loud. Take as much time as you need to. And process the whole thing. Read it out loud. Read the whole thing out loud. Take pauses, whatever. Just as you feel comfortable, just read it out loud. Okay? After you're done reading it out loud, as you feel comfortable too, again, take your time. Take a breather, because the emotions get really super intense in this one. And this is just a warning. You're going to go through deep emotions once you hear yourself reading what you just wrote. All right. So, while you're reading this letter that you just wrote, and you're going to be going through this emotional release. It's nothing that you're going to program. This is going to happen automatically, because once you hear yourself speaking to yourself about what happened to you, be it positive or be it negative, is that you are confirming what happened to you. Okay? So during that time that you're reading, other stuff is going to come to you. All right. So feel the emotions and cry. Everybody's going to cry through this process. We have to release all that pinned up emotional baggage that we've been carrying. Okay. So release it. And if anything else comes to you while you're reading this letter to yourself, speak it out. Speak it out. Express it. Whatever else comes to you, Don't stop it. Don't stop yourself from expressing that part of you. You know, if you feel like crying out loud, yelling, or whatever, there's a very helpful process that everybody needs to process. You know, and not a lot of us take the time to do this. So whatever else comes to you while you're reading this letter, express it. Let it out. Let it out. It doesn't matter how, you express it. I mean, some of us cry quiet tears, right? Some of us yell. I mean, I do both. It doesn't matter. You know, just however I feel, whatever comes to me, that's what I do. So start expressing that. Don't stop whatever comes to you at the time that you're reading this letter. So whatever you feel, whatever you say, it just let it flow. Just let it flow. Please take the time to pour those emotions out. Take the time to pour your heart and your soul out while you're reading this letter. Don't stop yourself. Please don't stop yourself. This is going to release a lot from within you, because whatever struggle you're struggling with is because you have all this pinned up emotional baggage that you have piled up through many years after whatever happened to you. So it's going to be all pinned up in there, and it needs to be released. You cannot carry this within you this whole time. You can't. I mean, you can, but you're going to still be struggling and be unhealed and be bitter and be angry and be hateful. So if you've chosen to come this far into writing this letter, pour your heart out, pour your soul out, and take the time. Don't rush this process. It's okay. Don't punish yourself. Don't condemn yourself or whatever. Don't judge yourself in a negative way. This needs to be released. It's okay. So just do it. Just go through the process. Keep nothing inside of you. Pour it all out. Okay, because it's just you and God, and that's it. When you came into this world, it was just you and God and a female body that helped you through the process. When you go out, it's going to be the same way. You might be blessed enough to have someone there, but it's just going to be you and God. So this process alone also has to be carried that way. Just you and God. Pour out your heart, pour out your soul. Just pour it all out. Okay? And if you have any questions, and if you have all this pinned up anger, just ask the questions. Express yourself. Okay? Take the time. Don't rush through it. Once you are done with this process, it's going to be, again, intense. It's going to be intense. It's going to be a bit intense emotionally. It's going to be supercharged emotionally, okay? We are emotional creatures, right? So if you have chosen to do this, that's how you know you have chosen your own healing. All right. So once you're done with reading this letter out loud to yourself and to God, say thank you. Okay? Say thank you. Thank you. If all you have done all the way to here has been for nothing, say thank you anyways. Okay? Learn to be grateful. Learn to be grateful for every breath that you have taken up to this point. Say thank you. Thank you, God. However you refer yourself to God, okay? Me, myself, I say thank you, Daddy. So, it just depends on your own journey. It depends on how you express yourself that way. So thank God, thank Spirit, the universe, however you feel comfortable. And also, don't forget, after you thank God, thank yourself. Thank yourself for your courage, for your bravery, for being so strong for too damn long, for withstanding such monstrosities at times, for struggling with all kinds of bullshit that, some people wouldn't make it this far. So say thank you to yourself. Say thank you to yourself in a form where you really love yourself. Say thank you. Thank you. I love you for standing strong and standing by your own side, for showing up for you. Say thank you to you, okay? For being so darn courageous and for taking this process all the way here. Okay, so there's a lot to be thankful for. Just say thank you. Now, once you have processed that, where you have read your letter, you have said thank you to God, thank you to you. Now, take another pause, and when you are ready, when you feel comfortable, you can either choose to keep your recording, keep your typing, keep your written letter. You can either keep them, delete them, or burn them. Okay? But as you choose to either keep it, delete it, or burn it, keep it in a safe space. If you're going to keep it, make sure it's in a safe space where only you get into it. If you burn it and you delete it, as you burn it and as you delete it, release it with the same intention you begin. Where you release it to God, you release it to the universe, and again, remember the intention you set when you began. I want to release myself from this issue. I want to release myself from the trauma and the struggles and the issues I've been battling this whole time. With the same intention, you're going to release these into the universe. You're going to release it, you're going to delete it, you're going to burn it. Okay, me personally, I love to burn stuff. I love fire. That's just a part of me that I love. Okay, I love fire. So whenever I do stuff like that, I burn it. And then I just look into the fire of the paper burning, and I release myself from whatever I wrote, right? And I give it to God, and I give it to the universe, and I send it on its way. And I thank it for visiting with me, but you are no longer part of me. That pain, I put it in there. That the struggle, I put it in there. It's important to be intentional, okay? Because remember, okay, you have a human body, but you are an energetic being, okay? That means that whatever your intentions, whatever your emotions, whatever your mental body focus on, that's what happens. That's how you create. That's how you destroy, okay? So whenever you burn these, delete them, or keep them, do it with the same intention. Release yourself from it. You left it there. Here you are, spirit. I give you this. I don't want the burden of it anymore. I want to release myself from this karmic ties. I want to release myself from this karmic contracts, all this baggage, whatever. Just learn to express yourself and release it with the same intention. That's it. Once you release it, you delete it, you burn it, you save it for however long, because sometimes you got to save it. I know I've saved some of mine, and then just to go back to it, go through it again, and then when I feel ready, then I released it. Then I had to let go. Then I burned it. Then I enjoyed the hell out of burning it. So sometimes it takes us time to release this. We haven't been struggling with all these struggles for a long time, from just one day to the other. No, it's been like a whole lapse of time, right? So the same way, the way you release it, it's not going to be, sometimes it does happen instantly, but other times, and most of the time, it's got to be a slow release, because it's according to your own pace. Your healing does not need to be rushed, okay? So whatever stage of your healing you're in, everything is a process. Everything needs to be released in its own time as you feel comfortable with it. So don't rush through this. All right. So this is just a few steps, through your healing journey. Whenever you're done doing this, take a moment. Just take a moment to yourself. Take a deep breath and recognize how courageous and brave you are, and give yourself credit for that. Okay, because it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of strength to get through this process. This is not an easy process. Test it out and you'll see. Test it out. It's not an easy process. People say this is easy. Okay, well, I just gotta write the. No, this is, if you're serious about your own healing, this is not an easy process. That's why not a lot of people do it. This is why a lot of people don't want to heal. This is why a lot of people don't choose to heal, because your permanent healing is very painful. It's a slow, painful process. But once you go through these steps and this process, I guarantee you don't have to deal with it ever again. You're gonna heal it for good, and then you're able to grow some more. You release all the old baggage, all the piles and piles of karmic debris that you have piled up. You release all that. You make new space for new experiences, for new lessons. But this time, it won't be all this traumatic trauma and destructful conflict. It'll be a more wiser lesson. It'll be more wiser experiences, because now that you know better, you're going to choose better. You're going to protect yourself better. You're going to have healthier boundaries now. So it won't be, the same karmic loop and cycle of pile up debris that you have piled up like you have now. So once you release all this, the pain that you go through releasing all this, it's going to be worth it. I guarantee you it's going to be worth it. So this is what I had for this video, guys. I just wanted to share that part of the process. And if you want to share your experience, if you have used this method of healing, because this is a very helpful method, if you have used this, I would love to hear your input, and if you have something else to add to it or share with us, if this helped you, or if it didn't help you, or I'm just interested to see if this process was an easy process for you, if you've gone through it, if you have done it, where you write a gratitude letter to God and to yourself, and you make the intention and you release yourself from whatever issue and struggle you're struggling through. I would love to hear your input. So share with us. I would love to hear stories out there. I really would. I don't know many people, that I don't know. It's just my own thing. But anyways, thank y'all for sticking around. I'm gonna leave it here because again, I done went overboard. Stay blessed, stay grateful out there, and remember, an attitude of gratitude is your greatest fortitude. Okay, and you will discover this one day. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for you. Thank you for showing the best version of yourself for yourself and for the rest of us. Okay, stay blessed and see you soon. All right, love you. Bye.